He faced a collapse that should have destroyed him, but he rose higher than anyone imagined. He started with a garage, borrowed tools, and a dream. The world laughed, until he built an empire no one could ignore. Failure stalked him at every step, but he refused to let the world decide his destiny. Every victory you see today was built on thousands of setbacks the world never saw. They mocked his ideas. They doubted his plans. Now the same world depends on what he built. He wasn't born rich. He wasn't born lucky. He was born unstoppable. Jeff Bezos entered the world as a baby born to teenage parents, a 17-year-old mother and an 18-year-old father, a beginning that promised no wealth, no privilege, and no stability. At age 0, his life started not with comfort, but with uncertainty. At age 1, Jeff's biological father left, and his world changed forever. But destiny had its own plans. At age 4, his mother married Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who had escaped Castro's Cuba with nothing but determination in his pockets. When Mike adopted Jeff, he gave him more than a surname. He gave him purpose, discipline, and the belief that a person can rise from any struggle. As Jeff grew through ages 4 to 16, his mind evolved faster than the world around him. At age 3, he was already trying to take apart his crib because he wanted a real bed. At age 10, he wired homemade security systems to keep people out of his room. And at age 16, working at McDonald's during the night shift, he didn't care about flipping burgers. He cared about understanding efficiency, machinery, and systems. The world saw a job. Jeff saw a laboratory. From age 16 to 22, Jeff sprinted through academics with the focus of a scientist and the hunger of a dreamer. At age 18, he graduated high school as valedictorian, already known as the kid who could change the world. At age 22, he walked out of Princeton University with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science, carrying ambitions far bigger than any classroom could contain. From 22 to 30, Jeff Bezos climbed the corporate world at lightning speed. By age 28, he was working at D. Shaw, and by age 30, he became the youngest vice president. He had status, a high salary, a guaranteed future. But at age 30, everything changed when he read one number: internet usage growing at 2,300% per year. That number didn't just impress him, it consumed him. And at age 30, Jeff did what most people fear most. He quit comfort and walked into uncertainty. At age 30, Bezos drove across America in an old car with his wife, building Amazon's business plan in the back seat. They reached Seattle, rented a small house, turned the garage into an office, and built desks using cheap wooden doors. At age 31, Amazon.com went live as an online bookstore. Within weeks, orders came from around the world. But ages 32 and 33 were brutal. Servers crashed, money dried up, and Amazon hovered inches away from death. Bezos worked 18-hour days, powered not by energy, but by vision. At age 36, the world came crashing down. The dot-com bubble exploded, and Amazon's stock collapsed by more than 95%. Headlines predicted Amazon's death. Investors lost hope. But Bezos, at 36, stood unshaken. He cut costs, rebuilt systems, fired people he cared about, and told his team, "Suffering only matters if you stop." We won't stop. From ages 37 to 46, Amazon rose from the ashes like a titan. At age 41, Bezos launched Amazon Prime, a service the world mocked as unsustainable. At age 42, he launched Amazon Web Services, a product ignored by many, but destined to become the backbone of the entire internet. Jeff wasn't just building a company anymore. He was building the infrastructure of the new digital age. At age 49, Bezos bought the Washington Post, reviving a dying newspaper. Between ages 54 and 55, he went through the most expensive divorce in history, a personal storm watched by the entire world. Yet, through heartbreak, headlines, and judgment, he kept building. Jeff Bezos founded Blue Origin at age 36, long before it became famous, because he believed humanity's future lived beyond Earth. For years, people laughed at his rockets, mocked his goals, dismissed his dreams. But at age 57, On July 20th, 2021, Jeff Bezos left Earth and touched space. The boy who once stared at the stars had finally reached them. Between ages 57 and 62, Bezos transformed from a CEO into a full-time visionary. He stepped down as Amazon CEO, but remained executive chairman, guiding the company's future. He invested billions into artificial intelligence, clean energy, longevity research, and moon missions with Blue Origin. At age 62 in 2026, Jeff Bezos stands not as the richest man, but as one of the most influential builders in human history. Jeff Bezos at age 62 is not a man who got lucky. He is a man who kept moving when others stopped, who kept dreaming when others surrendered, who kept building when the world doubted him. From a baby born to teenage parents to a 62-year-old shaping humanity's future, Jeff Bezos proves that success is never about where you start. It is about how far you're willing to go when the world tries to hold you back. His story isn't over. It's just getting started.